Shocking bedtime habits that could be silently harming you after 70. Save your health tonight. Imagine going to bed feeling perfectly fine, just like any other night, only to never wake up again. This heartbreaking reality struck a 71-year-old man's family when he passed away in his sleep, with no warning signs or major health issues the day before. The truth is, after 70, certain bedtime habits you've never questioned could be quietly putting your life at risk, raising the odds of strokes, heart attacks, or even sudden death. The worst part? Most people don't even realize they're making these mistakes. In this guide, we're revealing 4 dangerous nighttime habits that could be silently jeopardizing your health if you're over 70. These are everyday routines you might think are harmless, but they could be stealing your vitality and longevity. By the end, you'll discover simple changes to protect your heart, improve your sleep, and wake up feeling stronger and healthier every morning. Stick with us until the end, because the final habit is something nearly every senior does without realizing its danger, and we'll show you how to fix it for a safer, better night's rest. Let's dive in and uncover these hidden risks so you can take control of your health tonight. 1. Eating heavy meals too close to bedtime, a recipe for restless nights and heart strain. You might love winding down with a hearty late-night meal, perhaps a plate of creamy pasta, a juicy burger, or even a slice of pie. For years, this habit may have felt harmless, especially if you've always been able to eat late without issue. But after 70, your body doesn't process food the way it did in your 30s or 40s. Eating a heavy meal within 3 hours of bedtime can disrupt your sleep, stress your heart, and increase your risk of life-threatening conditions like heart attacks or strokes. Why it's dangerous? As we age, our metabolism slows significantly. The digestive system becomes less efficient, taking longer to break down food. When you eat a large, heavy meal close to bedtime, your body is forced to work overtime while you're trying to rest. Instead of focusing on deep, restorative sleep, your stomach churns, producing acid, while your intestines labor to process the food. This keeps your heart rate elevated when it should be slowing down, creating a cascade of problems. Acid reflux, GERD. Lying down soon after eating allows stomach acid to creep into your esophagus, causing heartburn, discomfort, or even choking sensations that jolt you awake. Over time, chronic acid reflux can damage the esophageal lining and increase the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a serious lung infection where food or acid is inhaled into the lungs. This is especially dangerous for seniors, as it can lead to severe complications or even death. Cardiovascular strain. Digesting a heavy meal requires increased blood flow to the stomach, which raises blood pressure and forces the heart to work harder. Studies show that eating late at night is linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular events, particularly in older adults with slower circulation or existing heart conditions. Blood sugar spikes. For those with diabetes or pre-diabetes, late-night eating can cause glucose imbalances. A 2019 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that late meals disrupt insulin sensitivity, leading to elevated blood sugar levels during sleep, which can contribute to metabolic disorders and heart disease over time. Sleep disruption. Heavy meals prevent your body from entering deep sleep stages, leaving you in a lighter, more restless state. This reduces the production of growth hormones and impairs immune function, making you more vulnerable to illness. Consider this scenario. Margaret, a 73-year-old retiree, loves her late-night snacks, often a bowl of ice cream or a sandwich. She notices she wakes up with heartburn or feels sluggish in the morning but brushes it off as just aging. What she doesn't realize is that her late eating is causing acid reflux, elevating her blood pressure, and disrupting her sleep cycle, all of which increase her risk of a nighttime heart event. What to do instead? To protect your health, aim to finish your last meal at least 3-4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest food properly before you lie down, reducing the risk of reflux and heart strain. If you're hungry in the evening, opt for light, easy-to-digest snacks that won't tax your system. A handful of unsalted almonds or walnuts, rich in healthy fats and magnesium to promote sleep. A small piece of fruit, like an apple or half a banana, provides natural sugars without overwhelming your digestive system. A cup of warm herbal tea, such as chamomile or peppermint, which can soothe digestion and calm your nervous system. Avoid heavy, greasy, or sugary foods like fried dishes, creamy desserts, or processed snacks, as these are harder to digest and more likely to cause issues. If you have diabetes, consult your doctor about timing your meals to stabilize blood sugar levels overnight. Practical tip: keep a food journal for a week. Note what you eat, when you eat it, and how you feel when you wake up. Did a lighter, earlier dinner improve your sleep or reduce heartburn? Share your findings in the comments below to inspire others. 2. Drinking too much before bed, a hidden risk for falls and cognitive decline. Hydration is critical for health, but drinking too much liquid, whether water, tea, or juicer right before bed, can backfire after age 70. If you're waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom, you might think it's just an annoyance. But this habit, known as nocturia, can lead to serious consequences, from dangerous falls to long-term cognitive decline. Why it's dangerous? As we age, the bladder becomes less elastic, and the kidneys continue filtering fluids at night, making it harder to hold it for long periods. Drinking a large glass of liquid before bed overwhelms your bladder, leading to frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. Here's why this is more than just an inconvenience. Risk of falls. Getting out of bed in the dark, especially when you're groggy, increases the risk of postural hypotension, sudden drop in blood pressure when you stand up. This can cause dizziness, lightheadedness, or fainting, leading to falls. According to the CDC, falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among adults over 65, with nighttime bathroom trips being a common trigger. A fall can result in fractures, head injuries, or worse. Sleep disruption. Waking up repeatedly interrupts your sleep cycle, preventing you from reaching deep, restorative REM sleep. This reduces melatonin production, which is essential for immune function, memory consolidation, and overall health. A 2021 study in Sleep Medicine Reviews linked chronic sleep disruption to a higher risk of dementia and cognitive decline in older adults. Heart strain. Frequent urination can also signal underlying issues like heart failure, where the body struggles to manage fluid levels, leading to increased nighttime urine production. Even without heart issues, the act of waking and moving stresses your cardiovascular system. Take the case of John, a 75-year-old who drinks a large glass of water before bed to stay hydrated. He wakes up 3-4 times a night to use the bathroom, often feeling dizzy when he stands. One night, he stumbles, narrowly avoiding a fall. What John doesn't realize is that his evening hydration habit is disrupting his sleep and putting him at risk for a life-altering accident. What to do instead? Hydration is still important, but timing is key. To minimize nighttime disruptions, drink most of your fluids before 3 p.m., aiming for 6-8 cups of water throughout the day. In the evening, limit intake to small sips if you're thirsty rather than a full glass. Avoid diuretics like coffee, tea, or alcohol after noon, as they increase urine production. Watch for hidden liquids in foods like soups, melons, or cucumbers, which can add to fluid intake. If you're still waking up frequently, talk to your doctor. Nocturia can sometimes indicate underlying conditions like an overactive bladder, prostate issues for men, or heart problems that need attention. Practical tip: tonight, try cutting back on liquids after 6 p.m. and track how many times you wake up. Did it make a difference? Share your experience in the comments to help others learn from your journey. 3. Sleeping in a room that's too warm, a silent threat to your heart and brain. A warm, cozy bedroom might feel inviting, especially on chilly nights. But after 70, sleeping in a room that's too warm, above 70 Fahrenheit, can silently harm your health. Many seniors crank up the thermostat or pile on heavy blankets, thinking it helps them sleep better. In reality, this habit can increase the risk of dehydration, heart strain, and poor sleep quality, with serious long-term consequences. Why it's dangerous? As we age, our body's ability to regulate temperature declines, sweat production decreases, and blood vessels become less responsive, making it harder to cool down. Sleeping in a warm room forces your heart to work harder to dissipate heat, raising blood pressure and stressing your cardiovascular system. Here's how it impacts you. Cardiovascular risks. Overheating increases heart rate and blood pressure, which is particularly dangerous for seniors with heart conditions or high blood pressure. A 2020 study in The Lancet found that sleeping in a warm environment raises the risk of nighttime cardiovascular events, including heart attacks and strokes, especially in older adults. Dehydration. Warm rooms promote mild dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. This thickens blood, increasing the risk of blood clots and stroke. Dehydration also impairs cognitive function, leaving you groggy and less sharp the next day. Sleep disruption. A warm room prevents your body from naturally lowering its core temperature, a process essential for deep sleep. This keeps you in lighter sleep stages, reducing memory consolidation and immune function. Over time, poor sleep quality is linked to higher risks of dementia and weakened immunity. Consider Susan, a 72-year-old who keeps her bedroom at 75 Fahrenheit with heavy blankets for comfort. She often wakes up sweaty, restless, and feeling unrested. Unbeknownst to her, the warm environment is straining her heart and disrupting her sleep, putting her at risk for serious health issues. What to do instead? The ideal bedroom temperature for sleep is 60–67 Fahrenheit, according to sleep experts. This range supports your body's natural cooling process, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. Here's how to create a cooler sleep environment. Set your thermostat to 60–67 Fahrenheit or use a fan to circulate air. Choose breathable cotton bedding over synthetic materials that trap heat. Wear lightweight, moisture-wicking pajamas to stay comfortable. Open a window for fresh air, which also improves air quality and reduces respiratory issues. If 60 Fahrenheit feels too chilly, start by lowering your thermostat gradually and layering with light blankets. Your body will adjust, and you'll likely notice better sleep and more energy. Practical tip: check your bedroom temperature tonight. If it's above 70 Fahrenheit, lower it by a few degrees and note how you feel in the morning. Share your results in the comments. Did a cooler room help you sleep better? 4. Sleeping in the wrong position, a surprising risk to your heart and lungs. Most people don't think twice about how they sleep, assuming any comfortable position is fine. But after 70, your sleeping position can have a profound impact on your health, affecting everything from breathing to circulation. The wrong position can exacerbate conditions like sleep apnea, strain your heart, and increase the risk of serious complications. Why it's dangerous. Aging brings changes to muscle tone, lung function, and circulation, making your sleeping position more critical than ever. Here's why certain positions can be risky. Sleeping on your back. This position allows gravity to pull your tongue and throat tissues backward, partially blocking your airway. This can lead to obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, where breathing stops and starts repeatedly during sleep. OSA is linked to a 2–3 times higher risk of heart disease, stroke, and sudden cardiac arrest, according to a 2022 study in Chest Journal. Many seniors have undiagnosed OSA, with symptoms like snoring, gasping, or daytime fatigue often mistaken for normal aging. Sleeping on your right side. Research suggests this position puts extra pressure on the heart, reducing circulation efficiency. For those with heart conditions, this can contribute to fluid buildup in the lungs or legs, increasing the risk of congestive heart failure. poor circulation and joint pain. Incorrect positions can compress blood vessels or misalign joints, leading to numbness, tingling, or stiffness that disrupts sleep and affects mobility. Take Robert, a 76-year-old who always sleeps on his back. His wife notices he occasionally stops breathing at night, followed by loud gasps. He wakes up exhausted, with headaches and trouble focusing, but assumes it's just age. In reality, his sleeping position is worsening undiagnosed sleep apnea, putting his heart under nightly strain. What to do instead? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side for optimal health after 70. This position offers multiple benefits. Improved circulation. Sleeping on your left side reduces pressure on the heart, allowing it to pump more efficiently. Better digestion. It helps prevent acid reflux by keeping stomach acid below the esophagus. Open airways. It reduces the risk of airway obstruction, minimizing sleep apnea symptoms. To make left side sleeping easier, use a body pillow to prevent rolling onto your back. Elevate your head slightly with a supportive pillow to keep airways open. Place a pillow between your knees to align your spine and reduce joint pain. If you suspect sleep apnea, for example, snoring, gasping, or daytime fatigue, consult a doctor for a sleep study. Treating OSA can significantly lower your risk of heart issues. Practical tip. Try sleeping on your left side tonight. If you're a back sleeper, use a pillow to stay in place. Share in the comments how it feels. Did you wake up more refreshed or notice less snoring? Final thoughts. Transform your nights. Protect your future. These 4 habits: eating heavy meals late, drinking too much before bed, sleeping in a warm room, and sleeping in the wrong position may seem minor, but they can have a major impact on your health after 70. Each one silently increases your risk of heart problems, strokes, falls, or cognitive decline, robbing you of the restful sleep you need to thrive. The good news? You have the power to change them. By making small, intentional adjustments to your nighttime routine, you can lower these risks, improve your sleep quality, and wake up feeling stronger, sharper, and more energized. Start with one change tonight, whether it's eating dinner earlier, cutting back on evening liquids, cooling your bedroom, or switching to your left side. Track your progress over a week and see how your body responds. Your challenge: pick one habit to tackle tonight. Reflect on how it affects your sleep, energy, or overall well-being. Share your experience in the comments below. Write the number of the habit you're changing, for example, number 3, and tell us what you noticed. Your story could motivate someone else to take action. If you have a bedtime tip that's worked for you, we'd love to hear it too. Let's build a community of healthier nights. Like and share this article with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more practical health tips to empower your golden years. Drop a comment with your thoughts, questions, or experiences. Your input inspires us to keep creating content that matters. Thank you for reading, and here's to restful nights and vibrant mornings.